Hi Shaba. Today my plan is to deploy the internal load balancer, and I'm going to showcase how to route traffic between subnets. That is called east-west traffic. So that is my plan. Okay, so let me connect my writing pad first. One moment, Shabas. Because for this session it's mandatory to have the writing pad because I want to show you this traffic path when we you know uh, when we route traffic through the firewall, when it comes to this east-west traffic scenario. Give me one moment. This is my pad writing pad. Okay, disconnected. Okay, disconnected. Okay, actually, okay, what I can do is let me initially create all the resource groups and all, so then I can explain once you join. So let me go now. It's not the one. I think it's here. Okay, let me create this resource group. Oh no, sorry, not resource group, because actually we have already created resource group. I have to create the actually VNet virtual network. Uh, Okay, now it's 8:25. Today, actually, Shabaz, I'm planning for 1 hour or maximum 1.5 hours. Let's see. Uh, Create virtual network. I think today I'll be able to complete this. So then after that, I'm planning for most of the cases the web application firewall, so we can do it next day. Okay, so here virtual network. Let's say PA PA, or let's say PA VNet and ACS. Next and this is the IP address range. So here it's trend range, and I'm planning to use that. I'm not going to change it. Next, and tags, there's no tag, and let me create it. Okay, so then we'll wait for it's running the validation. Okay, it's let me create it. So this is for this Palo Alto Firewall deployment. It is submitted for deployment, so then we'll wait for it. It's done. So then the next virtual network should be this our remote virtual network. So that should be for our. So I think it's better if I can put it in some different zone. Let's say Central US, since we have a limitation for these VMs. This is, let's say, prod VNet. This is for the VNet. I mean the VMs. Uh, we are going to create two subnets within this VNet, and we are going to route traffic between these two subnets using the Palo Alto firewall, two Palo Alto firewalls in availability set, or actually availability zone, using internal load balance. So that is our plan. So let me go to IP addressing scheme, and I'm going to delete this, and I'm going to add a new address space. Let's say 192.168.1.0/24. I'm sorry, I had to put 24 here. /24. Okay, so then let me create it. Okay, wait for the validation. Okay, I created it. Okay, it's done. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create the VNet peering between these two virtual networks. Let me go to this from VNet and let me go to peerings, and here let me add the VNet peering. Let's say the virtual network peering link name. This is prod to PA, prod to PA, and allow for VNet to receive forwarded traffic from the peer virtual network. So this should be enabled, because otherwise if traffic is forwarded, so once we send traffic initiated from one of subnet, and it's going to be sent to the what you call this Palo Alto VNet. So then I think that should be, because it is forwarded traffic. When it reaches the second subnet, it's a forwarded traffic from that subnet or the VNet. So in that case, we have to enable this, but I'm not going to do it now, so I'll do it later. Please note that. And then the second, I mean the peering. So that is PA to prod. So that is the second peering name. And here I'm going to select my Palo Alto VNet, PA VNet. Oh, that is fine. So that's all. Let me edit. We are done with the VNet peering now. Okay. Peering status connected. So that's fine. So now let me go to the virtual network, the first one, that is PA VNet, and let me create subnets here. I think we have one subnet. I'm going to remove that subnet because I need to create the sorry. So let me go here, and here I should be able to remove it. Yes, delete. Yes, so I just remove this subnet from here. So then I'm going to create 3 subnets for the Palo Alto Firewall. Okay, it's successfully deleted the subnet. Okay, let me add the first subnet is for my management, firewall management, MGMT, and I'm going to use /20. Okay, it's okay. We'll use 24 because we have the overall VNet has 16 subnet. Okay, here I'm going to subnet it to 10.0.0.24. Let me save it. Okay, so then let me add contrast, and that is also fine, 10.0.1.0.24. So I'm adding the third subnet, that is trust. It's 10.0.20.24. Okay, that is fine. Okay, so then we are totally fine with these subnets. So let me go to my prod VNet and let me create subnets for these 2 subnets actually. Prod VNet, I'm planning. So here scenario is actually we are going to have one subnet for the web server. Let's say web subnet, that is 192.168.1.0 slash, let's say 27, because here our VNet network is 192.168.1.0 slash 24. Sorry, 24. So then here I just subnetted to slash 27 and save it. And here this is DB subnet. So this is the second subnet. Let's say that is 32, starting from 192.168.1.32 to 63. 27 means we have 5 hospits and it should be 63. See, you can see that, right? Okay, let me create it. Okay, that is also fine. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to deploy the Palo Alto Firewall within this PA VNet. Okay, here I'm creating the Palo Alto Firewall here. So here I'm selecting this resource group, and let's say this is A01 is 2S and availability zone. I'm just deploying one firewall in one availability zone, because when it comes to you know that availability zone means actually those are in same area but different data centers, right? So I'm putting the zone 1, that is a one data center, so I'm putting the file here. Shabas, give me one moment. Okay, so then I'm back, Shabas. So here let me select the VM size, that is DS3 V2, we can use that. And okay, that is fine. So let me select username and the password. That is I'm putting my username and the password. Okay, that's fine. So let me go to disk and I'm going to keep it as it is. uh, and networking, so here that is also fine. Management, and let me go to management, monitoring, advanced, and create. Okay, now we are done with the first firewall. We are done with the first firewall. Okay, so let me create it. Okay, so then what we have to do is we have to create two more interfaces for the firewall, because actually by default only one interface is going to be created, so that is a management interface. So here I'm waiting for this. I think I can go. Yeah, now it's submitting for the deployment. I have to wait till it's submitted. So once submitted, I can. Yeah, it's deployment in progress. So now I can create the interfaces. Yeah, okay. So let me create interfaces, network interfaces. Okay, so then this is let's say inet and trust and east US, that is also fine, and subnet should be actually we have problem. So here, yeah, vnet, that is Palo Alto vnet, and our subnet should be untrust. That is fine. So let me create it. Okay. Okay, the interface has been deployed. So let me go to interfaces and create another one. So that is for the trust. Let me create, and let me select the resource group, and inet, let's say trust. And here the Palo Alto VNet, and this is for this trust. That is also fine. Let me create it. Okay, the validation is fast. So then, so I'm creating. So it is submitting for the deployment. So its deployment is in progress. So now what we can do is we can just go and see whether our Palo Alto Firewall has been deployed, and actually we can see the status from this icon or the notification bell here. Um, yes, deployment resource code plan is in progress. Succeeded. I think this should be the Palo Alto Firewall deployment, I guess. So let's see. Yeah, it's still being deployed. So I think it's better if you can stay, because since this is a sandbox, sometimes there can be problems when deploying multiple VMs. Actually, I have experienced that, so I'm not going to deploy both the firewalls at once, because otherwise, because when it comes to previous Azure versions, actually, we could not be able to deploy this Palo Alto firewalls in same. I mean, two Palo Alto firewalls in same resource group, and also there was no option to deploy the Palo Alto firewalls in availability set or availability set or the availability zone. In that case, actually, we had to use something called ARM template. Actually, there was a template. We obtained it from the GitHub, and we could be able to use that ARM template in order to deploy the Palo Alto firewalls in the same resource group, and also in a availability set or availability zone. But now we have the capability within the Azure default template. We can do it. The firewall is being deployed, so we'll wait for this deployment. uh, Okay, it's done. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to deploy the second Palo Alto firewall. Palo Alto VM next generation firewall. So let's create it. And here the resource group is this, and the virtual machine name, let's say PA02. And available zone, we want to deploy it in available zone, and this should be zone 2 actually, because previously we deployed in zone 1. This is zone 2, and this is also fine, and the VM size is also fine. And let me select password method. Okay, so that is fine. So then let me click next, and this is also fine. Networking, I had to select this is fine, and okay, that's also fine. Let me deploy the firewall. Great. Actually, here we are deploying these two firewalls in two availability zones, so that means two different data centers actually. Hi Shabas.
Hello. Hi.
Hi. Yeah, I'm doing good. Okay, so
Yeah. So actually, I went for lunch. So
it's okay, it's okay, no problem, no problem. Actually, I recorded the initial steps. Actually, you know those things, no issues.
yeah, no, no, no,
Okay, okay. I just deployed one firewall. Now I'm deploying the second firewall. I created both the VNets, and I finished the VNet peering. Now the second firewall is being deployed. So
yeah.
actually
Can
today,
you share your screen?
sorry.
Your screen, right? I'm not able to see.
You can stream. Okay, yeah. I didn't share it. One minute, let me share this. Enter screen and this one. Okay. Actually, today my plan is was to finish, east-west traffic routing through the firewall using the internal load balancer. So after
Yeah.
that, next day most probably I'm starting Barracuda web application firewall. So after finishing that, we
Okay.
can go for your setup. So the
Okay. So we can connect. Yeah, we can check your Saturday tomorrow, right?
tomorrow I'll just
Tomorrow.
check and let you know, Shabas. I think most probably I'll be able to do it tomorrow. Yeah, most probably I'll be able to do it tomorrow.
Okay.
If something is going to be changed, I'll let you know.
Okay. Sure.
Okay. Okay. Here deployment is in progress. So till that, let me draw the diagram here. So what you can do is whiteboard and the pen. This is my pen. Okay, here you can see my screen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Here the thing is, Shabas, actually we have these two firewalls in two different availability zones. Uh, so then this is our trust site, and we have this internal load balancer, and here we have two subnets within two different what you call subnets, and actually that is a totally different VNet. And what we need is actually we need to establish communication between these two subnets. Actually, when it comes to Azure, these communications are direct communications. We can directly communicate between these two subnets. But what we are going to do is we are going to send this traffic through this load balancer, and through the load balancer we are going to distribute traffic between these two firewalls. And so then we can enable security, or we can improve the security using threat prevention, and also application level restrictions. We can do that between these two subnets. So one
Okay.
one common example is, let's say this subnet has a web server, and this subnet has the web database server. So in that case, actually we can allow the
Okay.
communication between these two subnets using this firewall. So I'll explain it
Mhm.
in detail after this deployment.
Okay. So this is the same setup we have, and then after this internal firewall, we have in between Paracoda, okay, and then after that we having the Palo Alto external firewall.
Okay, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, that's great. P02. So when it comes to your evening shift, so what is the? I mean, what is the
Yeah, I
starting time?
came evening to, for last 2 3 days.
I mean, what's the starting time?
Hmm.
Evening shift?
Evening 9 to 5.
95. Okay.
Yeah. So I was taking my lunch, then I come back.
Okay, okay.
I forgot
95.
when I saw your message, then I finished my lunch
Really?
fast.
95 means 9 mean morning, right?
Uh, morning 9 to 5. Yes,
So what is the other shift? I mean,
7 to 5, 7 to 2.
72. Okay, okay.
Yes, yes.
Ah, okay.
Actually, some users are staying there in the office right till 5,
Ah,
so they adjust like this
yeah.
shift.
Then you have to be at office, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Let me go to virtual machines and try to stop this first one because we have to attach interfaces. Sorry. Let me select this. This is the Palo Alto one. I'm going to stop it.
Mhm.
Fresh. Okay. Okay, till that I can explain you this, Shabas. So what happens is when we have these here we have these two firewalls and we have the internal load balancer, and here we have two subnets. And what happens is when we send the traffic to this internal load balancer, so load balancer have two possibilities, so the two options. So load balancer can send traffic either to this firewall or to this firewall.
Mhm.
So according to the availability, it is going to load balance between these two firewalls. So once the traffic sent to this, let's say this firewall, the firewall is going to send this traffic because within the firewall actually we have the routing, right? So we have the routing for this destination subnet. So then
Mhm.
the firewall is going to send this traffic directly to the subnet. So then so once the subnet responds, so let me change
Mhm.
the color. So the response is going to be sent to this load balancer, because what happens is normally within
Yeah.
this subnet we are putting a UDR, user defined route. So within the user defined route actually we put here Shabas, the thing is actually when we sending traffic between these two subnets, And if you want to send this traffic using a UDR, uh, the using a UDR, if you want to change the next stop, so we can't use
Mhm.
this default route. If you are going to put this
Okay.
default route, it is not going to work. The problem is actually within the Azure. Actually, we have more specific routes. By default, there are
Mhm.
more specific routes for these subnets. So because of that, actually, we have to put specific routes. So let's say, for example, here let's say we have this subnet 192.168, let's say 1.0/27. I think this is the exact subnet I have created. And here let's say I have the second subnet is 192.168, let's say 1.32/27. So these are the two subnets. So let's say you want to route traffic to this load balancer, which is destined to 192.168 1.32 subnet. So in that case, you have to put a UDR specifying these exact subnets 192.168 1.32/27. The next stop is the load balancer IP. So that should be
Mhm.
the UDR you have to create. So vice versa. I mean, the other way around. I mean, for the response traffic also you have to put a UDR within the subnet. So that is you have to put 192.168.1.0/27. The next stop is the load balancer. So those two routes should be created within these two subnets. So then what happens is when the response traffic comes, it is going to be sent to the load balancer. And the best thing is, I mean, the thing is when the return traffic comes to the load balancer is not going to send it to this firewall. It is not going to do that because load balancer has the idea about this traffic. Load balancer knows, okay, initially I saw this incoming traffic and I sent it to this firewall. So because of that, the return traffic also should be sent to this firewall. The load balancer is going to send this return traffic back to the correct firewall. So in that
Okay.
case, then this firewall is going to send this traffic, the return traffic, to
Mhm.
this subnet.
Submit. Okay.
Because actually this load balancer is it has a session. It's session based one, so it can understand this is a return traffic for initial traffic that was sent through me. So because of that, it is going to send
Yeah.
the return traffic back to the correct firewall. If it's
Mhm.
going to send return traffic
Yeah.
back
For
to
some period of time, the session is holding this load balancer, right?
yeah, the load balancer is keeping that session. So a session is actually source
Okay.
port, destination port, source IP is destination IP, and those are the
Mhm.
attributes of this session. So it knows that, so it's going to send the return traffic back to the correct firewall. So then because of that, this firewall
Okay.
can understand, firewall also a session based, and because of that, firewall also can understand the traffic. So let me remove this.
So can you configure actual HA in with the VNet?
Yeah, we can do that actually. In that case, Shabas, what we have to do is we have to have one additional interface should be configured, because for this
Yeah.
HA1 we can use the management, HA2 we have to create another interface, and then we have to install this VM agent, VM plugin, actually VM plugin within the firewall. So then we have to configure uh, application within this Azure environment, and we have to authenticate to the Azure environment, and we have to this is somewhat
Mhm.
complex, but we'll try to do that as well. I'll try to explain that as well.
Okay. So, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so this is fine. So let me shut down the second VM as well. uh, okay, let me go to first VM and let me add these network interfaces. uh, okay, add network interface. I need untrust. Okay. Okay, let me add the second one. Trust. Okay, that is also fine. So let me go to virtual machines and let me install the first virtual machine for the Palo Alto, and let me see whether second stop now still running. Okay. First, I have to create two interfaces for this. Let me create. This is my resource group, and let's say I need contrast. Let's say two.
Mhm.
Let's say contrast two, and this should be US, and the PAV net, and this is contrast. Okay, let me create it. Okay, so then create a second. That is untrust. Create another one that is for trust. I need trust. We list this, and subnet should be, sorry, trust. Create, we will create. Create. Okay, that is fine. Let me go here and let me attach these interfaces, network settings, and attach first interface, that is this contrast 2. Okay. So here is too hot showers. These days here temperature is around 36. Normally we do have 30 and 31, 32 maximum. Just to okay, and that is also fine. Let's wait. Okay, let me go to interfaces and let me change these to static. And let me go to one first. IP configuration and enable IP forwarding. I will do it later. Let's say here this is static, but I'm not going to design any public IPs because we are not focusing on internet today. I'm just putting actually Antra's interface is not that much important, but I just created it. Let me save, because today actually we are focusing on east-west traffic, so that means between subnets. So actually here we need only this trust interface because traffic is traversing through this trust interface. So here we have to create intrazone roles actually. Let me enable traffic forwarding, apply. Okay, interface is done. So let me go to the trust interface. Actually, this is the required interface in these configurations. Let me go to IPv4 configuration. Let me put it as static. Let me save it, and then IP forwarding. Okay, let me enable IP forwarding. Apply. Okay, so then let me go to the firewall 2, so that is Trust 2 and IP configuration. And let me enable IPv4 configuration and static. Save it. And then let me enable IP forwarding. Save. It's done. So let me go to the trust tool. So that is my trust interface for the firewall, second firewall, and I enable static IP address. Okay, then let me enable IP forwarding. So that is also fine. Okay, that is fine. So then what I'm going to do is actually now I'm going to deploy the two VMs within these two subnets within our remote VNet or the prod VNet. I'm selecting the resource group, and let's say this is web VM, and this should be Central US, I guess, because I deployed in a different region because of this limitation. And let me put the Ubuntu server, and I'm going to put the minimum configuration for the server. That is fine. So let me go to username method. Okay, and that is fine. So then let me go to networking, prod VNet, and this should be web. That's all. So let me go. Let me preview and create. So here we have deployed one VM within the web subnet. So then we have to deploy another VM within the DB subnet. So we are planning to initiate a traffic from web subnet to DB subnet. So uh, by default, initially this traffic is traversing directly between these two subnets, but finally our objective is to send it to the firewalls. Actually, we have two firewalls. We need to have a load balancer in order to enable high availability. Okay. So let me deploy the second VM. So let me create Azure virtual machine. There is a scope, and let's say this is a BPVM. This should be central US and no availability zones, because we are going to have deploy just a one VM. Size is fine. I'm using username password method. Okay, so then let me go to networking and let me port VNet. So this is DB, that is fine. So let me create it. So we have okay, let me create it. Okay, it is deployed. What I'm going to do is actually I'm just going to this log into the VM. Let's say the VM. And we'll try to initiate a ping between these two VMs. Okay, this is the this my party. Oh, sorry, did I remove that? My party is missing. Okay. What? Let's try to download it. Download party. So parents change. Okay. Okay, this is my video. So what I'm going to do is here I'm going to see the IP address of the database VM, and I'm going to initiate a ping here. So my database VM private IP is 192.168.1.36. So let me try to ping, but initially it won't work because I think I have to enable security group. 1.36. Oh no, it's working. 192.168.1.36. It is working. So let me go and see the security group whether I have network security. Okay, here security group. So this is a allow VNet inbound any for the virtual network. Actually, everything is allowed, so that's why I can ping. But if I'm going to bring for this other VNet, it's not going to work because it's only allowed within the VNet virtual network. Source is virtual network. Okay. So then you see that actually we can directly communicate between these two subnets. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to deploy this. Now before that, let me configure the firewall. Let me
This
go
not mandatory to keep network security group, right? Because we
Sorry.
are always migrating, pointing to the anyhow firewall, right?
You mean a network security group?
Yes.
Yeah, actually, it is not required. Shabas, the problem is actually we are having these public IP addresses assigned to
Public
these
IP.
VMs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
got
because
it,
of
got
that,
it. Sorry,
actually,
I always forget.
actual production we do not need because actual production actually we need to
Yeah,
access these using public direct public IPs of the service, right? We are
correct,
just
correct,
removing
correct.
and we are using the
Yeah,
VPN or otherwise firewall public interface
yeah,
for the
yeah,
access. Yeah.
yeah, correct, correct. I always forget.
It's okay. No. That's good that you ask questions. Okay, this is my Palo Alto one.
Mhm.
Uh, this- okay, let me connect to Palo Alto one. Okay, and wait. Okay, okay. We go to networking and yeah, actually, Shabbos, I'm not going to create two different virtual routers because since we are using only this demonstration purposes, we are only using internal load balancer. So because of that, I'm just using the default settings, and I'm going to create my interface. So I'm not going to create. Actually, we don't need the trust interface actually. So we are going to use the trust interface. So let me select that and let me go layer 3. I think you can understand, right? We don't need for this demonstration. We don't need trust interface because we are actually routing traffic through the same interface, trust interface. So here, let me go here and virtual router, that is I can use the default one, and security zone, that is let's say trust. Okay, and IPv4 address, I think this should be let's check the IPv4 address, network interfaces, and INET trust. This one IP configuration, the IP should be 10024. This is 10024 and slash 24. Okay, so then now I'm just okay, it's okay. Let's give it as it is. That's fine. So then let me click OK, and for the moment I'm clicking. I'm committing it, but I had to do certain configurations, routing and all. But I'm not going to do right now. So let me do this Palo 2 now. This is the PA02. And let me log into PA02. Okay, yes. I'm sorry. Yes. Okay. It's too slow. This is done. Why it is slow? I think Shabazz, you are here, right?
Yeah, just a moment.
Yeah, you can hear me, right? No, my internet is slow or something. I don't know. Let me refresh this. Okay. Okay, till that we'll try to establish the communication between these subnets through the firewall. So the first thing is what I'm going to do is let me go to interfaces and let me refresh my network. The internet problem. Why this takes so long? Let me see whether any internet problem. interface. Okay, second firewall loaded. Okay. Okay, let me go and configure the interface as Shabas. Here, this is the second firewall. So, click OK, networking. And here's also the same thing. I'm going to use the same virtual, the default virtual router, and I'm not going to configure this Antras interface for this demonstration. And layer 3, and this should be the virtual router should be default, and security zone should be trust. Okay, that is fine. And the IP address should be, let's check the IP. IP that is trust 2. IP configuration 10025. 10025/24. Sorry, /24. That is fine. This is okay. 10025/24. Okay, let me go to first firewall, and here I'm going to create an interface management profile because I just want to check the connectivity between. Actually, we need an interface management profile for one thing is in order to check the connectivity, and second thing is actually we need to have the help from for the load balancer. So in that case, I'm enabling SSH and ping both. And click OK, and let me click commit. And okay, I didn't put any routing, so first I'm going to initiate a ping request to the firewall interface. So that is ping 10.0. This should be 10.024, I guess. Wait, let me check. Okay, still I don't see any ping, successful ping. So it's not working, right? So let me go to interface. Here I have I haven't put any profile. So let me yeah, I created the profile, but I haven't assigned it to the interface. The first issue, sorry, this interface, and the second thing should be the routing. Let me select the pin. Okay, and okay, yes, commit. Okay, so it's fine. See, we don't see any response. So actually, the reason is since when the traffic is receiving by the firewall, but actually firewall doesn't know how to send the return traffic back to this VNet. So that is the problem, the first problem. And also I have to check yeah, that's the one. So let me go here and let me create virtual routers, and let me go to virtual router and static routes, and my subnet is let's say this is web subnet, or the web route, let's say 192.168.1.0/27, and the interface should be this one, and the IP should be 10.0.2.1. This is the default gateway. Okay, commit.
बस
Hmm.
क्या ये पैसा भेजना है तेरा
Hmm.
ये स्मॉल का कांटेक्ट कर ले
धन्यवाद.
Okay, now see, now it is now working, so that means we have the connectivity between these two VNets. So now what we did was sharpness. So let me get my pen. Okay, so here we have two firewalls, and for the moment we do not have a load balancer, so but we have these two subnets, and I just try to ping this firewall, so I have the connectivity. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to ping this from this subnet to this subnet, and I need to do that through the firewall this way. So that's what I'm going to do now. So in order to do that, what I have to do is initially let me keep the ping running. So then I'm going to create a what you call route table, and I'm going to put a specific route. Let me create let's say web route. East US, no, it should be actually Central US. Let's say web party. Create. Okay, create. Okay, it's deployed. So let me go to resource, and let me put a route. Let me remove this. Let's say this is a DB route, because actually my destination is DB. Let's say DB route, and this is IP address, and the destination is 192.168.1.32/27. So this is my DB subnet, and next up should be virtual appliance, that is my Palo Alto Firewall. For the moment I'm just putting my firewall, direct firewall. after that we'll deploy the load balancer. So 10.0.25.24 I guess, right? 24. Let's say first one that is 24. It's done. So then let me go to this. Let me go to virtual networks and my VNet and subnet, and let me go to web subnet and let me add this route table. It's not visible. Let me go to virtual network whether it's in this different. This is central US, right? So let me go to route tables and see whether it's in the same central US. Oh, that's fine. I think front VNet, subnets, and web subnet, and route table still not visible. I don't know whether it has been deployed. It's deployed, right? Route table, web party. The location is central US, right? So that is virtual networks, front VNet. This is also central US. So let me go to subnet see, and let me go to web subnet, then route table. Still I can't see it. Okay, why I can't see the route table. Let me go to route table, open it, and that's right, it's central US. Let me go to subnets, associate. Let me try this way. VNet. Now it's I don't know. Can be associated. It's okay. I don't know why it was not populated when I was trying to do it the other way around. Okay, now it's fine. So let me go and see whether it's now. You can be seeing here. Okay, now the web and yeah. Okay, now it's fine. Web party. It's okay. And then let me try to initiate a ping. This is what is this? 24. I don't know. I just want to ping. Actually, not 24. I want to ping actually. No. Okay. Previously we pinged that 192.168.1. I think 36. I guess. So we ping 192.168.36. That is our, I think, let me see whether that is a web's database server IP, DBVM. Yeah, that is 192.168.1.36. Okay, here actually Shabas, what we have to do is here we have one thing. Here we have to go to network settings and we have to enable this secret group. Through the secret group we have to enable ping, because this is not, because when it comes to secret group, actually this is a virtual network. Virtual net, within the virtual network any allowed, but now traffic is coming through another virtual network because we are sending through the firewall, right? So I'm going to put an inbound rule, any and destination, and this should be ICMP. Okay, this is fine. Add. Okay, wait some time. But here it's better if I can put a license to the firewall, because I want to showcase certain things. So let me try to enable license for this one, at least one firewall. Takes time, but I think it's better. Space settings. let me try to enable the license, because there are certain scenarios I think it's better if you can see this what do you call traffic. Let me log into my exit this. Okay, application 60543. Define. Quotes. Okay, let me get this security copy. Okay, till this is getting loaded. So what I have to show you here, actually, as you see now, ping is not working. Uh, Let me go to a network, and here I have only why connection is interrupted. Why is that? Okay. Oh, okay. Ah, Shabas, I'm sorry. My internet problem. Actually, problem with the router. Can you
Yeah,
hear me?
okay.
Okay. Okay. So, okay. Now let me.
The internet got disconnected.
Okay. So let me refresh the browser. Okay, it's logging in. Okay. It went slow.
Mhm.
Because yeah, I'm activating the license because I want to showcase several traffic
Mm.
scenarios sometimes, because otherwise we don't see any insights to these traffic scenarios since we can't see any logs within the firewall.
Mhm.
So it takes time
Okay,
for
can you
us
share
to do. Sorry.
screen?
Ah, I'm sorry. Sure. That's green. This one. Sure. You can see. Okay. Okay. Wait. It's too slow. One more chance. One more chance. Let me check my internet. I don't know whether my one moment.
Mm.
ये थे क्या निकल रहे हैं वो इधर को बाय है
My internet is
नहीं
fine.
तो
Okay, okay. So let me enable this copy. This is what is CPU, right? CPU ID and then UUID. Okay, and okay, this is fine. Okay, I just activated this license. Let me retrieve license. Let me go to device tab and license section. Retrieve license. It's reboot, I guess. Yeah, the file has been rebooted since we applied the license. Let me apply license for the second file as well, Shabash, because sometimes we can't control. We can, but the thing is, we can just shut down the VM, this VM, or anyway we'll apply license for this as well.
Okay.
Copy and next VM UUID and it's UUID. So actually, I just want to show you the actual scenario. Okay, then let's say what you platform this one. Sorry. Okay, and this is the country. Submit. Okay, this activated the license for second file. Let me go and retrieve the license here. License and retrieve. Okay, retrieve license. Let me refresh this. I don't know whether it's up or not.
और भी है
Top. Now it's up. Let me restart the session as well. Okay, let's see ping. This is the ping, and let me log into the firewall. Yeah, actually the traffic is going through this firewall since we haven't deployed the load balancer. Actually, we are sending traffic directly to this firewall. So wait.
Today is taking very long time, right?
yes, नहीं टीवी देखने से बेटा था और ना
Okay, now file is up, Shabas. So initially, let me enable logs. So I can't see logs because actually I haven't put any rule yet. Rules yet. So here, let me enable logs, override actions, log that session name. Okay, and interzone. Actually, interzone is not that much important, Shabas, here because actually our traffic is going to be stays within the zone because the thing is here let me get my code and show you. The thing is here is the pen. Here this traffic is totally intrazone, Shabas, because the thing is this is the firewall and this is these two subnets. When we said this is my trust interface, I'm sending traffic to this trust interface and it is going to be routed from the same interface. We are not going to send it through another interface or another zone. So this is the same zone traffic, intrazone traffic actually. So in that case, actually, I need to enable intrazone default. So then only I can see the traffic since because this is a allow rule, but going forward we have to block it because we have to enable only the specific traffic. So in that case, this rule should be denied. But here for the moment we will okay, let me commit now and we can after enabling. So anyway, let me revert this interzone. This is not important, but we'll keep it for troubleshooting purposes. Sometimes we'll be able to check things. But since we do not have a default route, I think this is not important. And also we do not have any other zone, right? We have only the trust zone. So anyway, let's keep that and commit. We have the ping here.
For some reason, I'm not able to see your screen.
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah, Shabas.
I think I'm not able to see your screen.
I can hear you properly.
I'm not able to see your screen, I think.
You can see this way. But chat. Can you see my screen? Can you see the screen now? One more. Let me stop sharing and let me share it again.
Yeah.
In the screen. Can you see now?
Yeah, I can see.
Okay. So here, Shabaz, now I'm going to the monitor and I'm
Mhm.
checking whether I have any logs. But see, I do not have any logs here. So, but actually, I'm sending this traffic 192.168.1.36. So that is actually I have a route table right within this web server subnet. Let me go to the route table and see whether my route is fine. WebRT and routes. See here 192.168.1.32/27. So 192.168.1.36 belongs to this subnet. But I do not see any traffic here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to packet captures and manage filters. I'm going to do a packet capture here. Ingress interface is Ethernet 1/2 and source is let me check the IP of this. I think this is let me check. Yeah, this is 192.168.1.4, right? Okay, 192.168.1.4, and my destination is 192.168.1.36. Okay, so then I'm capturing this traffic, and here I'm going to enable stage, and here I'm going to enable drop stage for purpose. Okay, and I'm enable capture. Okay, and I'm refreshing. See, the traffic is we have a drop traffic is increased. So let me open the traffic using Wireshark. See, traffic is coming from 192.168.1.4 and the destination is 192.168.1.36. Actually, the thing is, Shabazz, when traffic received by the firewall doesn't have any route to send this the traffic, because actually we do not mention any. Even we do not have a default route. So here firewall doesn't know where to send this traffic. So firewall is going to drop the traffic because here destination is actually this web subnet 1.0.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this destination, that is DB route. Let's say DB route. 168.1.32/27. And my next stop is 10.0.2.1, the same next stop, because my trust subnet, the first IP address is 110.0.2.1, so that is the default gateway. Let me do okay, and let me commit. After committing, I'll show you this drop drop count should not be. I don't see it. Won't be able to see any drop traffic because traffic should be sent to this 110.0.2.1. That is the default gateway of that subnet, the trust subnet. Okay, we'll wait. This is my ping. It's committed. The ping, ping is not successful. But let me go here and let me go to monitor first. And now I should be able to see traffic, because when the traffic is dropping, it is not going to be populated within the actually traffic log, but it is not going to be populated here. So if traffic is dropped, so previously traffic was dropped, so that's why we couldn't be able to see that. Now we can see it, and let me go to packet captures, and initially let me remove this. Okay, and then let me refresh. Now I should not be able to see any drop traffic. See, I don't see any drop traffic now because we have the route. And also I have to emphasize on this source zone and destination zone. Here see, source zone is trust and destination zone also trust, because both the destination zone same zone. And but I don't see any response. I don't see any response. Here I had to check one thing. Let me go to virtual networks and VNet VNet and also peer. Open this.
नहीं खाया ये खाया क्या
Here,
आगे नहीं आता वो
allow prod
सिस्टम
VNet to receive forwarded traffic from PA VNet. So this should be enabled because this is a
PAV.
forwarded traffic, right? Because traffic is coming from
Yeah.
this prod VNet to the PA VNet, then PA VNet is forwarding the traffic to the prod VNet again. So let me enable this. So I just enable it. So then,
मैं
Okay, both the direction in Palo.
okay, so
क्या नहीं खाई है
it's updating. See, now I can see ping. Now ping is working. But here also problem, Shabas. Here, even though ping is working, we have a problem. I'll show you that. So let me go to firewall and let me refresh. I just want to see later logs, latest logs. Okay, these are the latest logs. So let me open this and see the time now. The time is it's 8:38. 8:38, right? So let me see whether those are related to this time. 8:38. Yeah, 8:38, right? Okay, let me open the log. And
मैं था सडन को देखते सो
yeah, you can see byte send this, but byte receive 0. We don't have any byte received, but we ping is working. See, ping is working. But we send byte send is this much, but byte receive is 0. So actually, we have asymmetric routing scenario here. Let me draw that here. The problem is that's why I enable this because otherwise I cannot prove that. So the problem is, Shabazz, here we have the firewall, and here we have two subnets, and here within this subnet actually we have a UDR. We ask this subnet, please send this traffic destination this subnet to this firewall. So then traffic is going to be sent to this firewall. Firewall is because of that route, firewall is going to send the return this traffic to this subnet. But this VM is going to send the return traffic directly to this VM, not through the firewall. So that's because here we do not have any UDR. It is using the default normal Azure routes. So Azure route says you can reach this network directly. So in that case, firewall cannot see this return traffic. That's why we see the byte receive 0. It's a problem.
Yeah, from that segment there is no UDR.
Yeah, we have to put a UDR. So let me do that. Okay, let me go here, close, and UDR route tables, and let me put DBRT.
अच्छा लगा है गाड़ी
This should be central US and this should be DB.
तो बेटा है तू गलत नहीं हो सकता अभी
DBRT.
हमारे खर्चे के ऊपर कुछ नहीं जाएगा वो उससे लाके दिया होगा बहुत याद है देखिए
Oh, it's deployed routes and okay, this should be web route and destination type should be IP address and destination IP is 192.168.1.0/27. So that is my web subnet, and next of this virtual appliance that is 10.0.2.4. So that is the route, return route actually. So let me go here and let me try to assign that to this database subnet DB. I don't know whether it's gonna be no, still not. Okay, let's wait and try DB. Oh, it's not. I don't know why it's not popping. So let me go to route tables and assign from there DBRT and subnets and associate and from VNet, and it should be DB, right? Yeah, okay, now fine. Now we should be able to see return. I mean traffic byte sent, byte received. Still we see that ping is working. Now let me check the firewall time. The firewall time is 8:42. Let me go to monitor. I don't know whether it has been applied. The route bit takes some time, but let's see. Here still not. Let's wait some time. Let me open this again and see. Now we can see byte set, byte receive. See, now we have the symmetric return. Previously it was asymmetric return because actually it's going to the firewall. Firewall is sending to the database subnet. So database subnet is sending the return traffic back to the web subnet directly. So that's it. So now we know the actual traffic your Java. So let me do this before deploying this what you call the load balancer. Deny this traffic because Shabas you can understand, right? Because here if you are going to allow all the traffic, so then we cannot control interzone traffic or eastbound traffic, so we have to deny it actually because this is allowing everything, so we are going to deny that. So after that what we can do is we can put a specific rule in order to allow specific traffic. So once I apply this traffic, I apply this rule, so then this ping should stop.
Hello.
See, it's not working now. It's not working. So what I can do is I can just put a specific rule, and this is important, Shabazz, because here what happens is it's grayed out. End button is grayed out. Let me refresh and run. Okay. Okay, let me add. Shabazz, you are here, right? Hello. Okay. Allow, let's say ping. Okay, otherwise allow ping from to DB. And here we have special types of rules. So that is called intrazone. I think I showed it to you. Intrazone. So then I'm going to this source, that is trans, and destination is grayed out because actually destination zone also the same, what we can do is, but we can specify the address 192.168.1.4. So that is my sorry, that is my web server address. Okay. And then destination is 192.168.1.36. So that is fine. So let me click OK. Still say it's still not working. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to commit it. Once commit is done, so we should be able to see successful ping between these two subnets. So once we done it, so we can deploy the load balance and see. Okay, it's 98. See, it is working. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to deploy the load balancer. Internal load balancer. Create. And this is my resource group. Let's say INTLB. It should be East US because we are deploying it in within this what you call trust subnet of Palo Alto Firewall sub VNet, and the front end IP configuration. Front end IP. Here we have to select the subnet. Let's say P front and PA VNet subnet should be trust. This is let's keep dynamic and availability zones on redundant. Okay, so let me go to backend pools and let me have two Palo Alto Firewalls as backend pools, and here this should be 10024 and 10025. These are the trust interfaces of Palo Alto Firewalls. That is fine. So let me save it. Backend pool, PA pool, save, and then inbound roles. Add load balancing role. Inbound. Let's say LB. And here the front end IP is this, and backend pool is this, and Halibut ports means actually we are load balancing TCP and UDP both. Okay. And I had to create health probe. Let's say health, and this should be, let's say, TCP port 22. Port 22. Okay, interval. Okay, interval. Okay, the interval is fine. 5 seconds. And session persist. Client IP and client IP and protocol. That is totally okay for our scenario. Let me click save. Bound rule. No, here it is actually it's a great. And review and create. So what I have to do is first I have to identify the IP address of this load balancer, and I have to change the what you call this UDR from the both the subnets, database and web. And also Shabaz, we have to do one thing, because when you know that load balancer is sending probes using one public IP address, right? So we saw last time. So actually at this moment we do not have that. We do not have it that IP address, because we have only these two probes, right? We have only 192.168.1.0/27 and 192.168.1.32/27. Once we now it's deployed. So what I can do is let me check the IP address of this the front end IP. Front end IP configuration. The IP should 10.026. So let me go here. Initially, let me change the route tables.
Your language is very difficult.
Yes.
तो नेम तो खुद लिखना है।
Yeah.
I don't know how you guys are writing.
हाँ,
Yeah, you will right. Yeah, English is pretty much easy than our language.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know how you guys are writing. That is very difficult. I don't understand what is taking.
Show you that this
हाँ,
is the one.
Yeah, see,
क्या ज्यादा
it's
सेल्फी
very
नहीं
difficult.
गाड़ी दुकान से इधर दुकान
Yes, yes. Okay.
मैं बोला
13026. That is
But I like one singer from Sri Lanka. She is singing Hindi song.
who's that?
I don't remember her name.
फ्लैट ले लो दो लाइन जो भी है
Can
लेना
you
है ले लो
remember the name?
उनके खाते हैं 15 दिन दिखाते हैं
Kanchi, I think.
ले लेके
Uh, Kanchi? Who's that?
आज को तुम वो करेंगे तुम्हारे
Sri
जो
Lankan singer. Kanchana Agarwatti.
Kanchana?
Yeah.
आज ये थे नहीं बोला तुम्हारे पास
And this also Yohani.
You can send me this, WhatsApp screenshot of that person.
Yeah, Yohani.
Johan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Johan. Yes,
क्या
yes.
कल गए थे नोबेल को ले आप फिर ये
She is now world famous.
Yeah, yeah.
हाँ
Yes.
After that one song,
को ले थे आज भी ले तो याद ले
Yeah.
Telephone to get to something.
She's famous.
Mhm.
Yes. Okay, Shabas. See, now this is not working, right? Ping is not working. The problem is, Shabas, actually, when it comes to this interface, we have this profile. The SSH should be responding. See,
क्या पाड़ो खाने में गाली करते
let
हैं
me go to monitor and let me go to traffic, and I'll show you that I won't be able to see any
खाने में गाली करते हैं
health probes. I see the health probe. It's denied, actually. It's denied.
Denied.
It's denied. So let me enable that policy.
अरे मेरा नाम कोई
Policy,
बदनाम करते हैं
and let me get the IP first. Sure. Node balancer IP. See, this is the IP. So let's allow that
नरम पड़ेगा वो चीज
internal LB access, and let's say source. Let me put this as recall intra zone role, and source is this.
We can take that dynamic configuration.
Which one? No, Shabas.
So that
No, that is not the one. That is not the IP, because when it comes to health probes, the load balancers are using this IP, not that one, not front end IP.
Okay.
Yeah, this is that's why we had a problem, because when we try to put both the load balancers, internal and external, actually we had to segregate the virtual routers because of both the load balancers sending health probes using this IP. Here it says load balancers health probes originate from IP address this and must be
Okay.
yeah.
Backend instance.
क्या ना तो बोल ये ऐसा कर डाले
Okay,
तुम्हारा
destination is okay, that is fine, and destination address, let's say our firewall 10024. Okay, so let me click OK now.
अच्छा खिचड़ी बनाने वाला जाना है आप ही में लगाए
Now the thing is,
Good,
once
yeah,
this
yeah,
is allowed
recommend
shepherds,
that.
I think most probably I won't be able to see any allowed traffic, because the problem, I'll tell you the problem, because we do not have any route. When the traffic is received by the firewall is going to drop the traffic, because actually firewall does not have any default route or any specific route for this IP.
तो बोला आगे बात करें जाओ कल हॉस्पिटल देखो क्या है क्या नहीं
should not work anyway. Okay, here let me go here, and let me see whether I see any allowed traffic for this one. Still the traffic. See, I do not see any allowed traffic. So what we can do is we can go to packet captures. But we saw, I guess we saw one allowed traffic. Yeah, it's allowed. 160. Did you put any route? 16863. Then we go to virtual. I don't think so. I can't remember whether I put the route.
Last time check the
Okay. One moment. Trust to trust. No, it's okay, Shabas. No. Here, this is somewhat different. Because actually, destination is the firewall, actually. The firewall interface. This one. Oh, no, one moment. Yeah, okay, it's okay. It's coming here. One moment, I have to think about it. Traffic is coming from this. Yeah, it's okay. This is the return traffic. But how can firewall send the return without a route? I have a doubt. It's here. Okay, traffic is coming. Okay, it's okay. Shabas, actually, the thing is the destination is reachable because destination is 10.0.4, but the return is not. The firewall cannot send the return traffic. Because of that, we can see this. We can see this. We can see the actual log, but we don't get any. We can't access the. We can. The load balancer is not going to send the traffic because load balancer is sending the traffic to the firewall interface. The destination is reachable. So, but the firewall cannot send the the health probe return traffic back to the load balancer. Because of that, load balancer is not load balancing to this firewall. The previous scenario, we didn't see the traffic because actually the destination is not reachable because we didn't have the route for the destination. But here, destination is the firewall itself, right?
Yeah.
We are directly sending sensor. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the return route from the virtual router, static routes. Let's say LB return. /32. Interface is 10 0. Sorry, incorrect. 10.0 to 1. Now we should be able to see because now the firewall is going to respond for the health probes. So then we should be able to see the successful ping between these two subnets. Because this load balancer should load balance between, load not going to load balance, but it's going to send the traffic to this firewall. Because this firewall is going to respond for the health probes. So we'll see how it works. See, now it is working. So that means since the health probe is successful, so now the load balancer is sending traffic to the firewall. Firewall is sending traffic to the database subnet. With the database subnet response send back to the load balancer is going to send that return traffic back to the firewall. Firewall is sending that return traffic back to the web subnet. So we can let me go here and let me see the time. Now it's 9:01. Let me go to monitor, and we should be able to see both the send and receive here. See, now this is one. This is the traffic, right? So let me go to monitor. And here, see, we have send and receive. By send this much and by receive this much. But if we are going to disable this SSH from this, the management profile, if I'm going to save it, so your ping should stop. because then the health probe is going to fail. So because of that, the load balancer is not going to load balance from the previous firewall.
Hmm. Because of processor.
We wait for the commit. This should stop now. See, still ping is working. One moment. Ping stopped, right? See, ping stopped. So because the health probe is failing now, because the SSH here. So that is the reason. So I think you got the idea, Shabas, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so that's it. Okay, so Shabas, so that's for today. Now it's almost 2 hours. So what we can do is I'll let you know whether tomorrow is possible. So if web application firewall, I'll send you a message
Okay.
because otherwise we can
Sure.
waste the time. Okay, okay,
Okay. Okay.
okay.